I'm Dan Kerrigan with VADA Live, and we're here as part of our special coverage of VADA 26 at Virginia Beach. And joining me now is Eley Duke, who is board chair of VADA. Of course, happening, but when people see this, they will. You will be the board chair for the year. Have to ask Eley, you vice chair, and what are you looking forward to the most when it comes to the year ahead and the role you're filling now?
Well, let me start off with probably the thing I'm not looking forward to the most, and that is I understand that Don likes to make 5:30 a.m. phone calls. So we'll have to figure out if he can adjust his time to my time. So we'll see. For me, I've been on this board for 10 years. It was interesting. I got asked to be on the board when I was 44 years old. And so here I'm going to be the chairman at 54. I think that's pretty neat. And it's been the relationships and the people. So just like in the car business, to me, it's about selling cars. It's about servicing cars, but it's the people, it's the relationships. And that's what I'm looking forward to the most, is making more connections with people, meeting more people, and just serving the dealers and doing the best I can, and just hopefully following along Don's script.
There are a lot of ways you can spend your free time. Why is it so important for you to support VADA in this way, in these leadership positions?
I think that's easy. You should give back to the organization that helps you every day. And as I've said, that there's just no way a dealer group, or anybody could do the job that Don, that Ann, Natalie, Mimi, all of them do every day. And why should we not give back? People need to step up. They need to get involved. They need to give back to their time so that other people will see that, and they'll come along and want to help continue this great organization as well.
And you mentioned working with Don Hall. Say, hypothetically speaking, there is a 5:30 phone call to discuss the greater automotive industry. What are you looking forward to the most in that role, working with Don? How have conversations been so far?
It'll never be dull. I can be assured of that. I've worked with Don for a long time. I've actually known Don since I was a teenager. My dad was on the board in '89 when he unfortunately passed away, and Don had just known him about a year. So we've had this connection for a long time, and it's not just the VADA, but it's the personal relationship and a mentor that he's been to me that's meant a lot to me. So I look forward to spending more time with him, and see if I can get him to buy me lunch every now and then.
I'm sure every job has the benefits
right.
and support and putting the time in. Have you reached out to any passport chairs for advice or spoken to anybody? Or how's your on-ramp and your orientation, if you will, to the position?
I think I get a lot of good advice. So I sat this morning with Don and all past board chairs. He sat me down and goes, "Hey, there's all past board chairs." I'm like, I'm at the wrong table. And Roger, who is the outgoing chair that I've been the vice chair with, and I just really enjoyed watching him and learning from him. This morning at breakfast, Mike Suttle was there, who I've known my entire life, has always picked up the phone when I've called. Art Hudgens has been a big mentor. He and my dad were very good friends, and he's been a past board chair. There's not been a single past board chair that would not give you the time to talk to you. And I look forward to working with some of them as well, and continue to learn from them, even way past this. It just goes beyond VADA. It's the everyday that you get to speak to those guys and learn from them.
Mentioned being in the room with leaders. This is a question very much for membership, for people who may be watching this at various levels within a dealership. What do you want them to know, having been a part of VADA for so long, and the folks helping drive that? What are those efforts like? What's that message to people of, hey, here's what we're doing to support you? Bring me into that room a little bit.
You get in that room. You need to be in the room. And there's dealers that expect VADA to support them, but they're not in the room. And I have a problem with that. I think that you need to be in the room. Come to the convention so that you're in the room, you're hearing the topics, and we're hearing from you as well. Speak up, send information to VADA. And that way it's a collaboration between all. What goes on out in Roanoke, what goes on out in Fairfax, what goes on in Suffolk, Virginia can be different at times. But we all share some of the same issues. And to be able to come together, to collaborate, to talk, to be able to listen to VADA, to tell us about what's upcoming in the legislation, to find out what kind of crazy stuff is coming from a manufacturer at us, and to have consumer protection. You know, I don't think that there's a lot of people that don't realize that the VADA just does not only for dealers, but does just as much for consumer protection. But my message to anybody would be, get in the room. Just, you know, come. If you can't be there, send somebody to be there and listen, offer whatever it is you want, ask questions, and get involved.
This is very much a leadership question. I'll learn definitely a thing or two. I've learned a lot speaking with you. Eley, how do you find the time? And I know folks watching is getting involved, and sometimes it happens, and someone will see something like this as well. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. I have a flat tire, all this stuff, and now I'm going to try to add an obligation here. How do you make that work, and why is it so important to you to find the time to support VADA in this really awesome capacity, knowing there are others that folks can do as well?
Well, don't run on 3 hours of sleep. My wife would definitely tell you that. She does. I try to run on 8. You just have to find and make the time. You know, we're running a car dealership. We're not that big, and I kind of wonder sometimes how these other guys find the time. But you just got to find and make the time. I got 2 kids that I'm very proud of that are very active, and we're active with them. You got to make the time during the day. You know, when another dealer calls you, you pick up the phone and you say, "Hey, what's going on? How can I help you?" Or when you call somebody, you want to have the same respect back. But I really don't know how you find the time. It just happens. And I think if anybody's been in the dealership world long enough, been a dealer, been a general manager or something, you just realize that it just happens after a while. But you got to make the time.
So bear with me. Fast forward to the end of your term as chair. We'll go to that point in time.
All right.
If you were to look back, what would you like to see that was accomplished or done during your time as board chair for VADA?
Well, that's a tough question, Dan.
I go with the tough ones for some reason out of nowhere, 10 minutes into the interview, but I'd love to hear just what would you like those high water marks to be, the impact that you would want to have during your time as chair?
I'd like to see more dealer involvement. I'd like to be able to walk into this convention and it packed. I'd like to see every chair in there packed so that the dealers of the state are getting involved, and that the VADA team sees that the dealers want to be involved. That would be my biggest thing, is more involvement from the dealers. We have some that just aren't involved, and like I said before, they need to get in the room, they need to get involved. Outside of that, just continuing the great job that the VADA does for us, protecting the dealers, protecting the consumers, working with the franchises in a good way. They do such a good job already, it's kind of hard to nitpick or find something to improve on, because they're already improving every single day, I believe.
It's an amazing organization.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
So we are here at the convention, Virginia Beach. There are a lot of headlines this year. America's 250th, Don Hall milestone birthday. It may have been one of the first times, if not the first time, we're here in Virginia Beach for the convention. What stands out to you, Eley? What's it like to be here?
It's Don's birthday?
I heard. Yes.
All right. He's so private about things, and Natalie never tells us anything about him. Hey, did you find out he was a Marine?
I was aware of that, yes.
Well, again, he's just so private about everything, and it's just amazing what we learn about Don every year. We're here in Virginia Beach. It's fantastic. America's 250th, so we're close to Williamsburg, where we've been, for conventions there before. But this is the first time here in Virginia Beach, and at first I was kind of like, all right, I'm only 45 minutes from here in Suffolk, so Virginia Beach, we go there all the time. But man, to see everybody, show up, come down here, have fun. We got 3 different great hotels. I know we had some rain yesterday, but people are out on the beach already this morning and are going to have a good time. I think this has been I think Roger has really enjoyed it as chairman, seeing everybody here. I know that we've had a lot of people come that I have not seen in years. I've seen several people that I hadn't seen. I saw my old boss, Huddy Hyman, from up in Richmond for the first time in about 10 years. He was here on Monday night. It was great to see him and just kind of talk a little bit. So been a great setting so far, I believe. It's going to be even better tonight with I think we're having the big Wizard of Oz party tonight. So I'm really interested. Do you have any inclination of what Don is going to wear tonight? Because you know how he always likes to dress up.
No inclination. You were not the first person to ask me that, and I have no idea.
That's about the only thing he's so private about. So we'll have to see. What is your guess?
It is. I don't know. I can't even hazard a guess because of the
Okay.
theme. We predicted easily last year. I think it was just the German beer hall style,
Oh, yeah.
which with Don and full lederhosen. I don't know. I cannot even hazard to guess, honestly.
There's a lot of characters in there. So. Maybe it's the wizard. You never know.
Indeed, indeed. And that would be fitting through and through.
Yes, it would.
You've been hearing from Eley Duke, who is your board chair for VADA, chatting everything about the importance to being involved in the association, to passion for the space, and more, including being here at VADA 26 in Virginia Beach. Thanks for tuning in to our special coverage. I'm Dan Kerrigan for VADA Live. We'll see you next time.